What's happening with BYD? I keep on seeing these videos pop up on YouTube about the 0 kilometer used car scandal. I've watched a few of them and they all sound really credible and it sounds really terrifying. That's on the one hand. That's the bad news story. But then on the other hand, I also keep seeing a lot of stories about how BYD is crushing it and they're the future and things have never been better. But help me understand, like, what is actually going on here? I can't really make heads or tails of this. I also don't really understand why some people seem to be so upset about EVs or other people are so pro EV. Personally speaking, I enjoy driving EVs. I've driven BYDs a few times. I like them. I think they're a pleasure to drive. I just want to understand what's going on here. Like, I don't really have an axe to grind one way or another, but let's just watch a few of these videos a little bit.
Development that could reshape the trajectory of China's electric vehicle EV industry. Regulators are now investigating a rapidly
Nah, I'm not watching this. This is an AI video, sorry. What about this?
I am Dong Shang. Welcome to Digging into China, where we explore China in depth to reveal unique perspectives.
All right.
On February 7th this year, I released a video stating that BYD is the next Evergrande, sharing a striking similarity. Both have been accused of deceiving Xi Jinping. Remarkably, this prediction has gained widespread attention across China in recent days, profiting not from sales but from storytelling and valuation inflation. This describes BYD perfectly. Their sale.
Yeah, that's bad news. I saw in a few videos they're talking about how their suppliers actually have really terrible payment terms, like they're paying them about 6 months after they get the supplies. So they're effectively borrowing money from their supply chain. And again, I mean, it sounds credible. And if that's true, that's pretty bad for the suppliers.
This is a fake transactions. In real estate, it's fabricated contracts. In the auto industry, it's a 0 kilometer used cost. Is BYD culpable? No official confirmation, but they are the tops.
I also heard there was an emergency meeting with some of the top Chinese EV manufacturers, including BYD, I assume, and Chinese officials. Yeah, I don't know. Let's see if we can find some news about that. Frozen. What is this? So this is recently. This is about 3 weeks ago. China EV subsidies frozen in 6 cities amid fraud concerns. Ooh, okay. EV manufacturers in China are encountering a significant obstacle as key government subsidies have been abruptly frozen in several major cities. This unexpected halt in subsidies has sparked concerns about impact on retail sales, blah, 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 blah. Cities. Shangzhou, Luoyang. I'm butchering these names. Shenyang, Chongqing, Xi'an. Okay, I don't know. Sorry, I can't pronounce these cities properly. The reasons given by city governments vary. Okay, so these are given by the city governments? I thought it would have been like a national program. Interesting. Improve capital efficiency. The halt did not provide a reason. I also saw recently that there were significant price cuts, right? BYD, let's do that. BYD price cuts. So 7 days ago, sales hit a new high in June. Not surprising, I guess, if they had significant price cuts. This is about a month ago. It says EV price war not sustainable. Yet still slashing prices. Why are they slashing prices? Are they slashing prices? See, here's something I'm speculating about here. I don't have the information, but I'm just speculating. Are they slashing prices because of this whole 0 kilometer EV scandal? And now they're trying to increase actual sales figures, and to do that they need to slash prices. Is that what they're doing? BYD exec says the EV price war is not sustainable. BYD has been all over the news. Yes, some of you may have heard about the Seagull, most affordable. Sounds great. I would love to get my hands on a Seagull. $10,000 for a brand new car. Isn't that crazy? Slash prices on 22 vehicles by up to 34%. I mean, it's good news for consumers, but I guess ultimately long term it's unsustainable, so that's bad news for everybody. So let's go to the good news now. BYD is the EV leader. Let's find some good news stories. A year ago, 2 years ago, well, we know they're the leader, right? Is there anything recent? 2 months ago? BYD versus Tesla, the real EV leader in 2025. All right, 2 minutes. Let's see.
Two giants, one question. Who's really leading the EV race?
No, sorry. I just refuse to watch AI videos unless they're super interesting, but that just didn't seem that good. 5 months ago, 2 months ago, no more electric. BYD CEO, this new engine will shake. Okay, that's not really what I'm looking for. Hey, what is the share price at the moment? I haven't checked it for about a week. BYD share price. So that's down about 10% since I checked it last, like in the last month. It's down a bit. I think the high was about 120-ish. Yeah, it looks like about just under 120 maybe was the high. So it's down. Yeah, it's down about 25% from the high, and that was only, wow, less than 2 months ago. So it's down about 25% in about 2 months. So yeah, maybe there's a lot of bad news with these 0 kilometer used cars. So I wonder, and I also hear people talking about how the crash is coming. So BYD 0 kilometer scandal. All right. Huge crisis about to collapse 3 weeks ago. All right, let's watch.
Energy vehicles appeared in a certain place in Hangzhou City. The vehicles
Pretty sure this is AI, but we'll stick with it.
are surrounded by weeds, and the weeds in some areas even exceed the roofs. The overhead camera showed that the cars at the scene had no license plates and were suspected to be the same model. The parking lot is very crowded. Residents nearby said that these cars have been parked for more than 2 years. The relevant person in charge of the streets responded that these were not abandoned cars. The open space was only used as a parking lot. These cars are all inventory cars of local forest stores. It's been here for 5 years. There are a large number of them, exceeding 800 in total. Come, let me show.
Yeah, so I heard in one of these videos that the whole idea to get the government subsidy, and that's why they're doing this, is they go and park the car for 9 months or 12 months. And yeah, it's done 0 kilometers, and then they quietly push it off the lot and they sell it. Interesting.
Told you that many people will not dare to buy their cars, as everyone will expect the price to drop again.
That's a good point, and this gets back to what I just said a moment ago about why are they slashing prices? And yeah, why would anybody pay the sticker price of a BYD at the moment if you can expect there's going to be significant price cuts, like up to 34% on 22 models? And if there are these, let's face it, 0 kilometer used cars, if you're a consumer thinking short term, yeah, it's a good deal. It's a good deal to save money. But like if this whole BYD scandal is the next Chinese Evergrande story, and if they are potentially going to go bust, become bankrupt, I really hope they don't. I like the cars. I don't really have an axe to grind in this fight. And I just feel like because of who I am and how I feel, and I hope that BYD succeeds long term. I really do. But as a hedge against that, I feel like I should be kind of short the BYD stock just in case. Again, I don't hope that they have any hard times, and I certainly don't hope that they go bankrupt. But if they do, it seems like a decent hedge because I feel like I'm kind of long, just naturally long BYD by just covering the news and just enjoying the vehicles. So what do you think? Help me understand what's going on here. Like, are BYD actually in a lot of financial trouble? Seems like it. Or are some of these other stories, like what was this one I saw? What was it? It was Prof G Markets BYD. I was listening to a podcast, Prof G Markets, and they're talking about BYD 19 hours ago. Oh yeah, okay.
Deliveries are of course in decline. We've talked about that. But at the same time, you've also got a GOP bill that is cutting off investment. In the first half of this year, Chinese EV exports jumped by 48%. And in last month alone, China shipped 200,000 electric vehicles, which is more than double what they shipped in the same month.
But keep in mind, June, that was benefiting from the significant price cuts, I think.
Last year. Meanwhile, 17 of the top 20 best-selling electric vehicles in the world are Chinese. Put another way, China is officially crushing the US when it comes to electric cars. And with this...
Okay, so this is the good news take on BYD. No mention of the 0 kilometer used car scandal. Let me know. What's your take? Is BYD in trouble or are they the future? I'd love to hear your take on it. Help me understand what's going on. Have a good day. Talk to you soon.